What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live 6v6 edition. This is episode number 29. Coming into today's episode, we're coming off of a 4-game winning streak somehow. I don't know how we managed that. But our actual record, I believe, is 22-7, as we are getting very, very close to wrapping up this series. Only a few episodes are remaining. Last time, we pulled out a pretty clutch victory against a very, very, very much so standard OU team, and I love that. I know a lot of you guys like that too. That's just, I don't know, that's like the cornerstone of this channel, is just defeating OU with nonsense Pokemon, and that's what some of these are, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Anyways, before we get started today, if you guys can, if you haven't done so already and you'd like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff, just a friendly reminder that all you have to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. Honestly, the support in the likes and the comments lately has been incredible, so I just want to thank you guys for that. Seriously, you're awesome. You keep pushing me forward, you know, increasing my confidence, increasing my motivation, and just making it an incredible experience to continue making these videos. So, and I met a lot of really cool people. It's just, I don't know. I really can't express the gratitude and the different feelings that you get just from doing this. I don't know. It's a little sappy. So let's move on. We have our especially defensive Starmie. We're going to start from the bottom this time because I am just cool like that. Okay, I'm not cool, but we're going to start from the bottom anyway. So we got our specially defensive Starmie. It's packing the Scald, Psyshock, Recover, and I think I left Cosmic Power on it even though I wanted to put Rapid Spin on there. But oh well, we have Defog on our Gliscor, which means it is Hyper Cutter and not Poison Heal. It's also packing the Stealth Rock, Acrobatics over the EQ so that we can actually do something to the very common Talonflames, except for predicting a Roost and EQing. And, did I miss a move? Roost. Then we've got Bulk Up Hitmonchan, which put in a great amount of work in the last episode. Then we have our physically defensive Rotom Heat, specially offensive Goodra with 4 attacking moves. And then our Staraptor, which is just a jolly nature. It's got the Quick Attack, Double Edge, Brave Bird, and U-Turn. So, unfortunately, no fighting type move on there. No close combat or anything, but we have Hitmonchan if we need fighting type stuff. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and look for a battle and see what we come across today. Alright, I'm pretty excited and pretty not excited at the same time because I'm really sad to see this meta go. I know I've been saying this for a while, but I really am not looking forward to the whole doubles thing. I'm not going to be doing that on the channel just because I really don't like doubles and I'm bad at it, so there's that too. But there was something really cool about this meta, so I wish they kind of just had it so that you could still do 6v6 on Battle Spot and have it be singles and such. I don't know. Alright, so we got Tyranitar, we have Terrakion, Greninja, Magnezone, Mamoswine, and Aegislash. So, another OU team here, which is fine because it's Battle Spot and that's what people bring, so you have to just deal with it. So, I do see a lot of physical attackers. Same as the last battle. 4 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. So, that is cool beans. He does have an immunity to the electricity in the Mamoswine, and he does have an immunity to fighting as well. Actually, all of my priority types, because I got Quick Attack and I got Mach Punch. That Aegislash is going to be a problem. I don't really have much for it, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I guess I could overheat it with Rotom. That's about it. Well, I guess I could Fire Blast it, too. EQ on Gliscor would help. But we'll have to stick with Acrobatics for now. Of course, now that I bring something that can handle Talonflame a little bit better, now I don't run into one. Because that's how life works. Okay, I'm not going to start off with the Rotom, because I really think the Greninja is going to lead off. Unless we see the Mamoswine. But regardless, I'm going to lead off with the Hitmonchan, just because so many things. He has a terrible fighting weakness. Absolutely disgustingly terrible fighting weakness. Also, looking at this team, I don't think rocks are going to be that important. He doesn't have anything that would have sturdy other than Magnezone, and that is most likely Magnet Pull. So, yeah, we're going to lead off with the Hitmonchan, and unfortunately, the Aegislash would probably come right out, regardless of what the matchup is. So, I think we're going to just have Hitmonchan be bait here and switch right out. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. We'll see here in a second once we see who's leading off with what. The screen just, I don't know, it just took a really long time to load. Every time it does that, I think it's DCing. The Magnezone is going to lead off. Alright, I want to say that the Aegislash is going to come out, but I think he might want to Volt Switch into it. Not Hard Switch. So let's see what he does here. Let's just go for the Drain Punch and see if he wants to Volt Switch out or if he wants to Hard Switch. Yeah, he is going to Volt... Oh, wow, he outspeeds. Okay. I was not expecting that. If I knew that, I would have switched right into the... something else. I don't know. Anything else besides Hitmonchan, because I can't hit that Aegislash. I mean, I have the Ice Punch, obviously, but that's really not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to say Shadow Ball is coming. And unfortunately, I don't have knockoff or anything on this. So what we can do... I mean, I guess we could go into Starmie, but there's really no purpose for that whatsoever. We could go into Goodra, too. Trying to think. What does he have that would want to come in on a Rotom? He doesn't have much, really. Except maybe Greninja? You know what? No. We're going to go into the Goodra first. I'm gonna predict some kind of special attack. Either Flash Cannon or Shadow Ball. One or the other. I don't think he's going to be fully physical. Oh, he's going to go, yeah, straight for an attack. All right. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. And there is the Flash Cannon. That's going to deal some nice damage, but nothing crazy. Yeah, about like 25-ish%, maybe 30. Probably closer to 30. So he may be predicting a Fire Blast here. What would he go into to take that? Most likely the Greninja. So is he going to Hard Switch, or is he just going to go for King Shield to see what I'm going to do first? Let's go for the T-Bolt this turn regardless. And see what he does. He's going to withdraw. Show me the Greninja. No, the Mamoswine comes out. Why? That was going to take a butt ton of damage. I don't understand that play. You were going to basically sacrifice it. Fire Blast, I'm pretty sure would have just killed. Or Dragon Pulse. If he's Jolly, he does outspeed us, unfortunately. And that really stinks. It really, really stinks. What we can do here is go into Rotom Heat. Because then we can burn something. This Rotom's going to be a problem for his team. Because really the only thing he has to deal with it would be either the Terrakion or the Tyranitar, but we can burn those. He's going to go for the Stealth Rock, so I should have stayed in. Should have stayed in. Alright, we're not playing so well here. I'm going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. That should be fairly obvious. And he might go out into one of his special attackers here. No, he's going to go out into the Tyranitar, predicting a Fire-type move. Which I guess is fine, because that's really the only thing I can hit you with. As the Sandstorm comes up, can we get this Willow off? We can. So that is a burn Tyranitar. That is great for us. That is absolutely fantastic for us. We can Volt Switch right on out into the Gliscor, because we should outspeed this Tyranitar. And then we can get it to Fog off and put up our own rocks if we wanted to, just in case that Magnezone is in fact sturdy. So, you never know. It's usually Magnet Pull. Especially in metas where OU Pokemon are everywhere, because there's a lot of OU Steel types. That's just what it is. So we can Volt Switch out now. Oh, we don't outspeed, but we avoid the attack. Wow, that has to be max speed Tyranitar. That's not very common from what I've seen on BattleSpot. But okay, fair enough. So we got a little bit lucky there, although he was burned, so that it's not like it was going to kill or anything. So that wasn't game-changing. It was unfortunate for my opponent, no doubt. But let's see here. We could threaten this Tyranitar out with Hitmonchan and get a nice switch off into Gliscor, but he would just bring the Aegislash out. So I think our best play here is to go straight into the Gliscor because this Tyranitar can't really touch it. Stone Edge is neutral, but we're max physical defense, and he's burned. So yeah, we're going to lose some momentum here, though, because he's going to get a free switch into basically whatever he wants. Probably not the Aegislash. Actually, I don't know. He might just sack this off at this point because it's burned. That's very possible. But regardless of what he does, I'm going for the Defog. Oh, he has the Ice Punch. I don't think that's going to kill because he's burned. No, that does pathetic damage for a 4-time super effective move. Are you kidding me? That did like 40%. Because we had Stealth Rock damage too. So we got the nice Defog off. He's getting hurt by the burn. Wow, this is an interesting Tyranitar set with the Ice Punch. I was not expecting that. So, let's see here. We have to roost up because he's faster. So, yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. I wanted to get up rocks, but he can just keep spamming Ice Punch, and that's just not a good time. Please don't get the freeze. Please don't get the freeze. Oh my goodness, why did I say that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Salt. The salt, ladies and gentlemen, is real. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Down goes the Gliscor. I'm sorry, Batsy, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything, it was my fault. I just had a really bad feeling in my gut. You know that feeling that you get? That's what I was getting, and it just, That's really upsetting. That is really upsetting. At least we're able to get the rocks away, so that's nice. But let's see here. This thing is max speed, so I don't think I want to mess around, and we can just go into Staraptor. We can get a nice U-turn off. That way we are at least putting some offensive pressure on him to at least kind of force him to sack this off or take some damage on something else and let me get momentum for no reason. I don't think he's going to want to do that, so I think he's going to let this thing go down here. Yeah, he is. So this is going to be super effective, and that should be a dead T-Tar, and it is. So T-Tar's out of the way, but unfortunately, with all of his physical attackers, especially that Terrakion is going to be a problem with Gliscor gone. I cannot believe that just happened. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright. So we can't do anything about that, so we need to not dwell on it and not complain about it too much, because that's going to mess with your head. And by your head, I mean my head, and everybody's head. Everyone's head is going to be at risk if I just keep complaining, so let's not complain. No complaining. So we're going to send out our Rotom here just because it matches up well against most of his Pokemon. Unfortunately, the Greninja can come through right now, and I will have to go into Starmie. And from there, he really won't have much of a switch, because he won't want to switch in something on a potential Scald, I don't think. The downside here, though, is that if he goes into Mamoswine right now, I don't think I can kill it in one shot. So I'm pretty sure he will be able to get rocks up, which stinks. It really does. Actually, the Terrakion is going to come out now, which does outspeed us. I don't know that it can one-shot, though. I'm not sure if it can. I mean, we're fully physically defensive. Getting this thing burned would be fantastic. And unfortunately, he's not going to be choiced. So, I mean, that kind of helps you in a lot of cases because you at least know that it's locked into a move. Maybe he'll predict a switch and go for a Rock Polish. I really have nothing to switch in on a Stone Edge. I mean, I have Hitmonchan, which can take the hit, but we would get outsped and killed the following turn. So really, that doesn't help us at all. So I guess we just have to stay in and go for a Willow, which stinks because I think we might just get one-shotted here. He goes for the Stone Edge. That connects. Can we take that? We can, barely, with 26 HP remaining, and we get a nice Willow off. Oh, that's great. Unfortunately, we don't have lefties, and we don't have Wish support on this team either, which means this Rotom is not going to be taking another hit. But having this Terrakion burned is just amazing. It really, really is an amazing thing. Now we are free to switch something else in. And I'm going to say Starmie would be a decent bet because we can get up some Cosmic Powers while he's burned. Pretty sure. Well, we're not physically defensive either. So that is a thing. But as long as we can survive a Shadow Ball from the Aegislash or a Dark Pulse from the Greninja, we should be okay. I think we can survive them anyway, but I just don't think we'll take it very well, is basically what I'm trying to say. So, we're going to switch out here. I don't want to give up our Rotom just yet. We can save it for fodder later on, and we'll just see how things go. So, out comes the beautiful Starla, as we see the close combat coming our way. And that's going to lower your defenses, and not really for good reason here, unless you were predicting the Hitmonchan, which I guess is possible. So, we may see a switch right off the bat here. I'm not sure. But because you can't do a whole lot to me, I'm going to go straight for the Cosmic Power. Because Starla is amazing. Starla is amazing. This is fully specially defensive, by the way. So he does outspeed, and that still does an okay amount of damage. So I think we're going to have to recover, though, unfortunately. He's probably thinking, what in the world is this set? Cosmic Power is such nonsense. And to be fair, I don't like going up against Pokemon that have Cosmic Power. Usually just because it's the T-Waving Clefable shenanigans. I'm not going to play that game where we T-Wave everything. I'm just going to get up a Cosmic Power or two and then start firing off some Scalds, and it's going to be a nice time. So he goes for the Stone Edge. Please don't crit. I know it has a high crit chance. So we get a nice recover off. And he's slowly getting worn down due to burn. Which is always good. Burn damage is extra good. He hasn't missed the Stone Edge yet, I don't think. Or did he miss one earlier in the match? Maybe he did. Or was that the last match? I don't know. It's always so confusing. Always so confusing when you record a bunch in a row. He's going to go for the Poison Jab now to try to get the Poison, which is not a bad play. That does absolutely no damage, and he does not get the Poison that he was looking for. Yeah, he really needs to get a crit or a Poison. He needs something. Basically. We do have the Natural Cure, so that wouldn't matter that much, but we would have to switch out. So we're at +2 physical defense, +2 special defense. As much as I would like to go for a... I really feel like if I get greedy and go for another Cosmic Power, that shenanigans are going to happen. Because ideally what I would do here is go for a Cosmic Power one more time, and then go for the Recover as the music stopped for some random reason, so I'm going to hit that button. So yeah, in the ideal situation, I'll go for Cosmic Power, then go for a Recover. But I don't think that we're going to get that kind of situation. Do I do it, though? That could win us the whole match. It really could. And it could cause a forfeit. I mean, he outspeeds anyway. Let's go for Recover here. Let's go for Recover, then we'll attack him. He's going to just continually go for the Poison Jab and hope that he gets a Poison, which I guess is not a bad thing to do. If I were him, I probably would have switched out at this point. I mean, but to be fair, he's a Burn Terrakion, which really can't do much, so there's that. Now we can just go for a... We haven't even attacked this thing yet. We've just let Burn do all the damage for us. I think I just want to go for a Scald here, because he's not doing that much damage with his attacks. He's just going to continually go for the Poison Jab because it doesn't have a chance to miss either. So the high crit chance, I guess, isn't worth it to him. He still doesn't get the Poison, but to be fair, it's only a 10% chance. So you already got your lucky 10% chance shenanigans with the freeze on the Glizzcore earlier on in the match, which I'm still salty about. Very, very salty. So we got Tyranitar and Terrakion out of the way, which is great. The Magnezone's going to come out here. I would love to say that we could take 2 T-Bolts. I would absolutely love to say that, but I'm not completely confident. We are fully specially defensive, but a Magnezone, it's got like base 130 special attack or something ridiculously high. But our only play here is to go for a Scald. I'm not going to give up the boost. We do outspeed even though we're uninvested because Magnezone is pretty slow, and Scald does a nice chunk of damage, and we get the burn. There's the T-Bolt. How are we going to take this? How are we going to take this? Oh, wow, we took that very, very well. And with the burn, oh, this is a good situation for us. This is a good situation. Defensive Starmie, ladies and gents, putting in the work here. So, let's see here. Should I go for a Recover and then Scald again? Yep, that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Because he needs a crit here, basically. He really needs to crit this Starmie, otherwise I don't think Starla's going to go down to anything. Even if you get a Paralysis, that's fine by me. Yeah, that's not doing that much. There's the burn. Now a Scald should take you out from there, pretty sure. And if it doesn't, then the burn damage will take you out. Unfortunately, that would mean we'd have to take another... whatchamacallit. I mean, we can go for another Cosmic Power here. Let's do it. Let's go for another Cosmic Power. What is stopping us? He can't really touch us with anything. I mean, yeah, he's got the T-Bolt, but that is not doing nearly enough damage. We might as well get up another free Cosmic Power, right? Then we can recover off the damage and go from there. Okay, that was doing okay damage. I can't believe how well this Starmie is taking stab T-Bolts from a Magnezone. That's absolutely incredible to me. Absolutely incredible. I'm surprised he hasn't got the Paralysis yet on the T-Bolt either. That's kind of insane. There's a recover, getting us back up to almost full health as he just continually spams the T-Bolt, because why not? That brings us back down to about the 50% mark. And let's see here. Should I go for another recover? I don't know that we're going to get much higher than the position that we're at. So. Wait, let's see here. Because the Aegislash probably has the Shadow Sneak, and that's going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem. And the Greninja for sure outspeeds us. So we need to keep that in mind. Let's go for one more recover. The burn damage I don't think is going to take him out here. No, we don't. No, I feel like I'm testing fate by doing that. And I don't want to test fate because my luck is just not good. It's just not good. That's just bottom line. I will get critted. I will get parried. Something bad will happen, and it will ruin this for me. But Starmie's putting in so much work. Starla is a beast. Absolute beast. So we should still outspeed this thing. So I'm going to go for a nice recover here. Because Aegislash is slow as anything with base 50. Base 50 speed. And that's assuming it's a neutral nature and everything, which is, I don't know if it is. I don't know what you're running. I don't know what your set is, man. There's the Shadow Ball. I mean, he could get a special D-drop here. That's very possible. No special D-drop for you. Now you pretty much have to go for a King Shield. Otherwise, Scald is going to kill you, I think, or come really close because you now have base 50 defenses. So that's probably not going to bode too well for you. And even another Shadow Ball plus the Shadow Sneak I don't think will kill. Wow, yeah, we outspeed. Why was I surprised by that after I just got finished saying how bad... Never mind. Never mind! Just forget everything I just said. Forget everything I just said. There's the special D-drop, which is unfortunate because Scald isn't doing nearly as much as I thought it would be doing. I think another Shadow Ball will kill us from there, which really stinks, but I think we just need to let Starmie go down here, because we need to look at winning the match, not trying to elongate this whole Starmie thing. Have we done enough damage to where we can finish off the rest of his team? Rotom will go down to a whatchamacallit, a Shadow Sneak. Goodra will not, though. Let's see, we could get Staraptor in safely, but we can't really do much in return. So yeah, let's just go for. This is a tough position to be in. I think we just need to go for Scald. I think that's the best play. Regardless of whether we get a burn or not, getting damage on this thing is really important. And we do get the burn this time around because we didn't get it the first time, which is unfortunate. And Shadow Ball should take us out from there. Yeah, it does, because that brings us down to +2, I think. Yeah, I think that brings us down to +2. So Starla unfortunately could not take that, but Starla did so amazing in this match, taking down the Terrakion, taking down a Magnezone one-on-one. How many times do you see a Starmie take out a Magnezone one-on-one? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, here, let's think. What do you have left? I know you have Mamoswine still waiting in the wings. You didn't save the Terrakion, you didn't save anything but the Greninja. So you got Greninja and Mamoswine remaining. If Hitmonchan can take a Shadow Ball, we can get up a bulk. We can get a bulk up, and then Mach Punch the remaining 2 Pokemon. But I don't know if that'll kill, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and I guess we go into the Goodra here, because we still outspeed. So fair enough. I mean, you can't really do much. If you King Shield, you die to the burn. So I guess I shouldn't be that afraid. What would you possibly switch into this if you wanted to switch in something? Probably nothing, because I have... Did I get Rock? No, I didn't get Rocks up because Gliscor died. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How could I forget? Alright, Dragon Pulse is the way to go. That's the safe play. And he's just going to let his Aegislash go down without even getting off the chip damage of the Shadow Sneak. So that is interesting. I mean, I guess it's possible that the Aegislash wasn't even carrying it. I don't really know. Or maybe you thought you would outspeed. That's a little silly because Goodra's like base 80. Anyway, The Mammoth Swine is going to come out here, which I believe... Like I said, we share the same max... Or not max speed. Well, yeah, I guess we do, because we share the same base speed. But I am modest, so if he's jolly, he is going to outspeed us and get off a nice Icicle Crash / EQ / whatever he wants to do. We don't need this Goodra for Greninja, because we just don't. We just don't. I mean, we can take a hit from Greninja, but Ice Beam is going to be a thing. I really don't have a switch, though. If he goes for Icicle Crash, so I switch Staraptor in, that is a dead Staraptor. If... I think Rotom just gets outsped regardless, and Hitmonchan doesn't want to take physical hits, so we need to try to stay in here and hit him up with a nice Dragon Pulse. Fire Blast isn't going to do as much damage just because of the thick fat, so even though it's super effective, that kind of just gets canceled out. He is going to go for the Icicle Crash, and he does outspeed, so oh, I'm sorry, I don't even have speed investment, so it doesn't matter if he's jolly. He could be adamant. That is going to take us out, which stinks. I'm assuming he's max speed. Just about every Mammoth Swine is. So you just ignore what I said about that before. This thing still could just destroy my team, to be fair. Because he still outspeeds Rotom. And Icicle Crash would kill. We can send in the Rotom here just because it's not going to do anything against Greninja. It's just not. Can't take a hit. Maybe I should have kept Starmie around a little bit longer. Maybe I should have. Should I try to Willow it, or should I try to get some damage with Overheat? I'm gonna say that Willowing it is probably the better play. Because I'm not invested in my special attack. I mean, that could bring it down to a range where Mach Punch can kill. So there's that. No, I'm gonna Willow it. That's just what it is. We want to neuter its attack. He's gonna go for the Icicle Crash. He does connect. That should kill me. I only have 26 HP. It's Stab coming off a Mammoth Swine. Yeah, that is a dead Rotom. I was kind of hoping he was gonna miss it because it's like, you know, there's a 15% chance, but that's not gonna happen. So now what we need to do is go into the Staraptor, and we need to just start Brave Birding everything, or Double Edge. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know if it's gonna be a one-shot. It might. But we don't outspeed the Greninja, so we can basically just sacrifice this thing. Can we? Can we really do that? I guess we have to. Because the Mach Punch is going to be necessary to take on the Greninja. So I guess that's what we're doing. We're going for the Brave Bird. I don't think this is going to be a one-shot. I'm really not confident in it. I mean, we're reckless, so maybe it will be. Sora, can you come through for us? No, you cannot. That is a dead Staraptor, ladies and gents. There's the Icicle Crash. And I want to say that's going to be the match. I want to say that. 3 Icicle Crash hits in a row. That is really unfortunate for us. But, I mean, it's 85% accuracy, so hoping for a miss is not the way to go. It just is not. So now, basically, where we're at in this match is... all of this comes down to whether or not... it all comes down to whether or not Greninja can survive a Mach Punch. Because I can't go for a bulk up here because I will get outsped and he'll kill me with an Earthquake. Because I'm pretty sure he's max speed. And I'm not running full speed investment, so I have to go for a Mach Punch. And if he switches in the Greninja here, which would be a silly play, 2 Mach Punches will kill it. So he has no reason to do anything but to just leave this in here to die. Really no reason. There's only one play on both sides here, and it's just, yeah. It's Mach Punch for me and Earthquake for him, and now he's going to send in the Greninja, which I don't think is going to get one-shotted by a Mach Punch from full health. Beautiful shiny Greninja. I love shiny Greninja. That model is so gorgeous. I'm so happy that I have 2 of them because I've got one physical one and one special one. So the physical one was a gift. The special one, I spent like 3 days Masuda breeding, so that's pretty cool. So we need to go for a Mach Punch here. It's going to be super effective because he won't get to change his type unless he has the Shadow Sneak. If he has the Shadow Sneak, we lose. But we have to go for the Mach Punch. No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the Shadow Sneak. Can that kill? No, it cannot, ladies and gents. And he has the extra sensory, so that is going to be a close loss for us, which is really unfortunate. And I guess that I just played the Starmie not well enough. I guess I should not have let it go down when it did. But I'm trying to think what else I could have done. I don't feel like I really misplayed in that match. Especially at the end there. That was really my only play. Alright, so our win streak is going to come to an end here, which stinks. But we gave this guy a good fight, so that is always good. So that brings our record to 22-8 for the series. It looks like we're only going to have one more episode, so we'll have one more shot with this team, and then we will call it quits for the entire series, which kind of stinks. Like I said, I'm pretty sad about it. We'll see. Maybe I'll have enough time to record another episode. I guess I'll let you guys know in the next one. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, rating, and a comment, and all the usual stuff, and I will see you all for the next one. But until then, game on.